3 hours after the recall announcement, the Bureau felt like a cathedral built for machines. The day staff had left believing the Lattice was finished work. Elena Voss remained at Station 17, sleeves pushed high, eyes reflecting the green glow of the inference layer she had helped design. She had come back to kill the lie before morning. She opened the Veil cluster again. The engine did not need perfect serials. It needed only continuity. 3 partial reads, 6 weeks. Havel Street Market, the Northern Fuel Station, the Parish Poor Box. She fed the timestamps into the temporal aggregator she had once named Chainbreak Logic. The model responded instantly, drawing fresh gray arcs with probability weights that had no business existing inside a sealed death window. Elena enlarged the third node, the Parish Box Deposit. She cross-referenced merchant category, velocity delta, and recurrence signature. Inference engine output reviewable plausibility, 81%. Movement vector, irregular pause pattern consistent with deliberate off-ledger handoff. Last known association, Veil Jonah sealed death window closed. Temporal freshness, active within 11 days of current cycle. Archival bleed probability, 4%. She exhaled once, the way one steadies a scalpel. For percent, that's noise. That's legacy contamination. She ran the debunk sequence she had written herself 3 years earlier, the one that forced the model to treat any sealed window data as statistical ghosting. The engine hesitated, then redrew the arcs. Sharper now. The pause pattern at the Parish Box matched Jonah's old statistical fingerprint too cleanly. The deliberate half-second hesitation before feeding the bill, the same rhythm he used when he still believed paper could stay private. A soft chime, not the scanner chime, but the internal audit tone. From Inspector Neil Wren. Subject, Veil Cluster Access Log. Observed, 2 hours 47 minutes dwell time on sealed death window reconstruction. Routine procedural hygiene review initiated. No action required at this time. Elena did not flinch. She simply closed the message and opened the raw serial fragments again. Show me the break. Prove it's archival. She isolated the fuel station node. The engine overlaid the georoutine heat map. The bill had moved 40 kilometers north in under 9 hours, too fast for random circulation, too slow for laundering. The Parish Box Deposit followed 12 days later. No merchant overlap. No shared customer profile. Only the bill itself, stitching the chain like a thread that refused to stay buried. This was the doctrine she had helped write. The state does not need certainty. It needs reviewable plausibility. And the engine was now reviewing her brother as if he had never died, as if living ambiguity itself were the crime. A second chime. This one from the overhead speaker, low priority but directed. Voss, you're still here. Routine verification, Inspector. Legacy contamination in a sealed cluster. Standard protocol. Of course. The engine flagged elevated dwell time. Nothing personal, just procedural hygiene. The recall window opens in 14 days. We want every chain clean before fusion. You understand. I built the chain logic, Wren. I understand exactly what clean means. A pause on the line. Not long enough to be dramatic, just long enough to register. Then you'll have the report filed before 0600. Good night, pattern linguist. The comm clicked off. Elena stared at the final gray arc now pulsing on her primary screen. The Parish Box node carried a timestamp that postdated Jonah's official death certificate by 4 years and 7 months. No archival bleed could generate that. The bill had moved in the present tense. She had spent 9 years teaching the machine how to tell when a chain had been broken by human intention. Now it was returning the lesson in her brother's name. She reached to close the file. Her hand stopped above the trackpad. Outside the window wall, the city held its shape under sodium light, obedient and dim. Inside the bureau, one impossible timestamp continued to pulse. By 0600, she would have to classify it as noise, fraud, or active continuity. For the first time in years, Elena Voss understood that a report could be a form of betrayal long before it became evidence.